The international match of a lifetime begins in 15 minutes. Welcome to the Sportiest stream, and welcome to an international show match. Brazil takes on England, famed country in so many sports. You talk about football, you talk about the rivalry there, but we gotta talk about that Rocket League rivalry as well here tonight. Brazil, some of the best from their country, some of the best from England, and we've got a best of 7 3v3 matchup for you all here. Brazil versus England. What a series we have coming up here. Now, what players we have coming up as well. Heliaco being the only one, I think, of these 6 that have been on the stream before, but I have to talk about some of these other players as well. Brazil with SSL top 64, top 32 talents. I believe Crazy has made it to top 32 as well, but outside of England, you got DCs and Dino as well, who are coming in looking to really make their mark. Braz on Brazil. There's really only good talent here for this matchup. What's even crazier about this matchup is just the kind of talent we have here as well. This is a $100 prize pool that these players are playing for. Winner take all, and again, that's what I find so impressive about this as well, is just the kind of people that we have playing here tonight. It really is a match to define players, find many of these players. Get to see some incredible action, some incredible players, some incredible teams here, and you know, for players like this, one of the biggest things coming into a match like this, not only are they playing for their country, but they're also just playing for themselves. This is a match where you have to show up, where you have to get used to your teammates quickly. Players, at least from experience, don't know each other all that well. The question's gonna be, who's gonna be able to acclimate better to who they have. By the way, if you don't know me, I'm Sporty FC. It's nice to see you all here. Welcome to the Sportiest stream. We're all doing well. This is a massive match, and this is gonna be an amazing time as well. Still have a lot to go here, as we're gonna get ourselves into the matches. Thank you for the follows, Sambug and Craze. Good luck in your match, Craze. And we look to get things set up, sorted, ready to go. I see someone in chat making. Oh yeah, not good. I don't. Hello, Pender, Hunter. I mean, I think I've made that joke before. Definitely. Heliaco is the only one who's been on the stream before as well. He's been on the stream back in the Skyward series, back when he was leading the 2v2 division with Carr, of all players, and that was an NA league, and he won it, I think, twice. What rank is Helia? I believe he's GC3. Thank you for the follow, Yuldi. Welcome in. Carr's insane. Carr's also GC3, if you're wondering, Sambug. But yeah, Heliaco, I believe, is high GC3. So, and again, he's one of the lower ranked players in this matchup. These players range from high GC3 all the way through to SSL. Again, I believe Praise has made top 32 RLCS in South America. So, according to the tournament organizers, Alt RLE, shoutouts to them for providing this matchup. As prediction pool is live. And we'll get things sorted out, ready to go. For right now, though, we are getting a quick lobby test in for all these players, so our match is probably going to be pushed back a little bit. Just a little bit, though, as we get things ready to go. And we get things hopefully sorted out, get things ready to go. I know, again, our friends from England here are just trying to get things, and they're just trying to join on right now. I know that they said they might be a little bit later than Brazil, so while we do wait on them, again, well, having a good time here. Again, shoutouts to, again, Alt RLE, specifically Sanju, for getting this match sorted out. Is an Alt RLE finals in one show match? Yeah, it kind of is. It kind of is. They made the joke about how this is the international finals. As a player from the US, I don't know if I would agree on that. I feel like the US would win this one. Totally biased, but I do like this. This is definitely a grand finals worthy match, though. If we want to talk about just international talent, these are some pretty good players play for their respective countries. And again, this is a best of 7, simple as that. Take 4, you win this, and you get that $100 prize. Well, you lose, and you get nothing. A lot of pressure on these players to perform at their level. Just looking to get things kind of ready as soon as we can. Apologies on the waiting here. We'll hopefully get them in. I know that. Again, we're just waiting on updates. As soon as we get the go-ahead from Team England, we're getting this up as soon as we can. And what a match this is. Really, there are so many really good players. But again, as you take a look at his lineups, I mean, again, there's some of these top players really do speak for themselves. Craze, Mendonza, and Braz taking on Aliakul, Dino, and DC's, aka Dan. We'll see what name he goes by. I think he's probably gonna going by DC's. But again, we'll wait on them. They should be here in just a moment. For this best of 7. We mentioned some of the top players from any country around the world. Again, we are just waiting on the teams to show on up. Again, apologies on the wait here. But again, hopefully all are doing well. As again, we're waiting on Team England to join on in. I think the issue is they aren't actually here yet. They aren't available. They did say that they might be a bit late, so we'll get them here just about a moment or so. For all of you out there, prediction poll still up and running. Get your votes in. Team Brazil or Team England. I know there's a lot of you that are passionate for either side. That's the fun thing about this one, is that really it could go either way. I think Brazil might have the slight advantage, but doesn't mean too much here. In the grand scheme of everything, Team England definitely has every reason to do just as well and to beat them here. I mean, again, the players of Dino and DCs really are going to lead this roster. One of the scariest things about Team Brazil, and about really Brazil in general, when it comes to Rocket League, is just how mechanical that region is. And just how fast they are. I mean, as a guy who plays in North America is a pretty slow region in comparison to any other country, especially England and Brazil, but Brazil's known to be fast. And we just wait on these players to be ready. They should be here in just about a moment or so. And as we wait on these players, but yeah, Brazil's such a fast region. They're faster. Generally, Brazil as a region is faster than England. That doesn't always mean they're better, though. The thing about speed that I usually see is that it trades off. Speed often trades off with your ability to control yourself. So often we see, again, these top regions. But that's what's scary about Brazil and England. They definitely can. If you're at that top level, these guys play fast, but they do know how to control themselves. It just is that mechanical ability generally doesn't expand as far when players are as fast. There's a lot more early challenges. And sometimes a lot more broken rotations. Thank you for the follow, Mendonza. Good luck in your match here tonight for Team Brazil. As again, we're still waiting on Team England to join on in for our international show match. And we'll wait on them. I know again, Team England has said that this is probably going to be pushed back a slight bit, which I'm fine with that. It's only match today here on the stream, and I mean, for all of you out there, you should be pretty excited for this, because as that prediction poll closes, again, we do have confirmation that Team Brazil is here. We do know they're here. England on the other side, hoping to join in as soon as they can. Before it says things kind of sorted out, we should be able to get these teams in just a moment. And we just need to wait on these players. As soon as we get the go ahead here, I think we'll be up and running. But for now, we'll wait a little bit for updates. As again, apologies on the delays. And we have gotten the okay. We are again still doing lobby tests. So even if Team England does join, they still need to do that lobby test. We need to check to make sure ping is good because of the regions where these players are from. We are actually doing US East lobbies for this matchup, just so that we're somewhat in the middle of both these regions. It does, I think, favor Brazil slightly. Actually, not entirely, because England's actually usually got pretty good ping on US East. England actually might be favored in this matchup when it comes to ping. Again, we're gonna see if these players are good with their ping. But again, we need to check ping to make sure everybody is good to go. In terms of ping here. But Team England has joined us. Oh dear. Whoopsies. That's a mistake. We, as all the players are leaving here, we actually need to reset our lobby test. Apologies for that. They accidentally joined. As, I think we are getting a call here. Whoops. Apologies, everybody. Team Brazil accidentally joined the match, so we'll quickly, again, hopefully get things sorted out and running. Apologies. But you did see there, Team England is here. We'll quickly get our lobby back up. Again, we'll hopefully get this back up. Again, apologies on that, everybody, but again, we are still looking at our thing good to go here. As Team Brazil, Team England, we are going to get the call here. Brazil's good to go. Just waiting on Team England. Good, the call is made, so both teams are ready. And both teams are good to go. This lobby will work. As here we go, teams have given the go-ahead, our $100 show match. Brazil and England, they compared this to an international grand finals. And I wouldn't be too wrong to agree with that. To disagree, I think, is a bit of a surprising one because these are some of the best countries in the world when it comes to Rocket League talent. England representing not only the country of England, but the European region as a whole. Team Brazil representing South America. Raz, Reyes, and Mendonça right now on the offense, taking on DC's Eliakol and Dino. And this is a best of 7. $100 show match here for both sides, and already Brazil being that early offense. As I said, this is a very fast region in Brazil, one of the fastest ones in the world, and not only are they fast, but they're highly mechanical, highly aggressive though, but that's what can catch off regions like Brazil, is that ability to play aggressive, because so often Brazil not only plays aggressive, but over-aggressive. Countries like England are usually pretty good at managing that midfield possession, so a lot of what England might be trying here is waiting for Brazil to push up, waiting for them to play up high, and then taking advantage as Eliakol, the back wall, that one in for another shot. DC's will take goal number 1. And the what a saves coming from Dino. Team England making sure they get not only in the back of the net of Brazil, but in the head of Brazil. One goal up already. Team England scoring first. They'll again have that slight ping advantage in this matchup, but again, with how good this Team Brazil is, they're probably pretty used to actually playing at this ping. So often Brazil plays in North America anyways, and you're at the top of Brazil, it oftentimes is worth it because you get so many high-level talent from the US East Coast. So again, this ping is not going to be the biggest concern for England, though. It might be, actually. This team in England, more used to playing on European servers, not usually being issues that are at hand at all times. So far, Team England have taken one with the quick offensive push, and again, it's going to be a lot of defense for Team England. They're going to be sitting back. They're going to be waiting a lot. Team Brazil really needs to continue that aggression, but England does get the demo on 1. Hayes will clear as Dino looks for more offensive pressure. Flip reset. Dino gets under the second, but Roz is in the backfield. DC is still pushing. Infield for Heliacal! And it's 2 for Team England. Brazil kept back, kept waiting. And eventually Team England with that infield pass. Brazil did push up a bit too far. And that is going to come costly here as Team England still chatting in our little text chat. A much more vocal side in this series. Team Brazil, a lot more silent. As Dino looking to try to make this 3 here in game number 1, but Hayes will be waiting for it. DC's to the back wall. Second touch. No one jumping for Team Brazil. But it will be cleared back here as the play will progress. Still England on top of this one. And again, that midfield control really is helping them. But Braz will get it to that back wall. And Brazil will keep this one for now. Mendonça. DC's. In comes Craze. Braz again jumping up early. Will beat Heliacal to the punch. But DC's already controlling. Mendonça. Again in the midfield as Craze needed to shoot that one. We'll leave it for Braz instead, but Dino already jumping. And it is going to be Team England will be back upfield again at this point for Team England. That clock is going to be a much bigger factor for them. They're up by 2. They don't need to score anymore necessarily. It's all about making sure you hold that lead and you don't let Brazil get any pressure against you. As Mendonça. Good pop, it's open! And it will be one back for Brazil. Their first of the series. As Dino had pushed up, hesitated if he wanted to challenge, and for good reason, Mendonça with a beautiful collect on that sidewall. And at least for now, Team Brazil using their mechanics to get that first one. They'll need another, though. And maybe this is it. Braz, no boost left in the tank. And, well, no one else up as England will go upfield again. Pass down in front. It will be DC's as he does get a dunk on Craze. Heliacal looking into the woods, the midfield. And again, Brazil playing a lot more in the backfield. That midfield's been a real issue for Team Brazil. When they get to that final third, they don't seem to have as many issues, but they don't have easy control on offense, but now they have a shot. It will be saved away by Dino as he'll recover to defense. Again, Team Brazil not winning the midfield, but they are winning in that pace battle as we did predict beforehand. And again, when they get to that final third, Brazil's got so many good strikers. They can really make a lot work with it. As DC's backup field for England as he will get around Braz. Mendonça. Still Mendonça. Dino. Braz. Brazil losing time here in game number 1. DC's wasting more of that time off the ceiling. Mendonça will get there in time. And Brazil still can't win those 50s. Craze. Heliacal taking the challenge as it will go off the back wall in front for one more. England with DC's will shut down game 1. And Team England will make sure this international matchup will start in their favor. Three goals to 1. Team England will start the series in their favor. A lot of talking at the start of this game how confident they were. That confidence was definitely not misplaced. Just looking to try to get things back into this one. I know these players are gonna be again so excited, so hectic to just get their play to work how they want it to. And we are again only just starting this series. There's still a whole lot more left in this match. As again, this series still underway as we'll move into game number 2 to Forbidden Temple. What we're already seeing here from again, from what we've already seen here from Brazil, is that they're not afraid to play aggressive. They just haven't been able to win the midfield. Simply put, if you're going to take this matchup, you have to be able to play that kind of aggression. You have to be able to play up to England. This team has really good midfield-based players. Brazil, they've got to shut that down, because if they don't, they're going to be on defense for a lot more longer than they want to. As Team England will get the series started off in their favor. Team Brazil need to get at least a few goals back. They only scored once last game. Again, it's an overall this matchup is going the way you expect, but you know these teams are going to pick up that pace as the series gets going. And you may also see them pick up the demos we saw there. One from Craze, as now he's got to get the block. He's whiffed on the crossbar, but Mendonça will recover. Will be Team Brazil who will keep pushing upfield. Dino, no second touch given, as Craze will take the challenge. DC's the corner, still DC's second play. Braz is up, but he's going to be beaten. Eliakol had the opportunity. I don't know if he realized just how open that net was. Team England once again off to the midfield starts and off to getting shots on target. Braz, big clear though, and Eliakol with no boost. He's gonna reach this one. Whiff from Eliakol. DCs will be waiting for it. And Brazil will look to get offense themselves. Dino gets the clear. Mendonça. DCs. That one left in the midfield here is Team England. We'll get that flick. DCs. Braz always whiffed on this completely. But Craze will be waiting for it. Dino will win the challenge. And it is Brazil's chance to get a play upfield. Craze. Eliakol will win this one. As Braz, Eliakol, Craze, DCs will be at the back wall. As England just trying to push further. Brazil with Craze, Ellie, Craze again, still Brazil, waiting for that opportunity. They just have not been able to keep the ball to find each other. As Eliakol is at one on, it will be kept away. Dino. But Braz still getting the block, and Brazil holding on defense at this point. Just trying to find any sort of breakthrough. Mendonça doesn't have it. It's open. Ellie puts it in. Halfway into game 2. And it's England up 1-0. Mendonça flailing in midair. He pushed up far too high. And it's Team England who will be up first here in the second game. Brazil need an answer. Mendonça, is that it? To the back wall, saved away by Dino. Team England wasting no time on defense, but Braz, here's his chance. Craze will leave this one away. Brazil with some offense here, but they have not been able to connect with each other. We've not seen any semblance of a passing playstyle that, well, maybe not the most likely thing to see from Brazil, is really what can allow this team to be successful. They do get the double tap. That will be blocked. Mendonça under the bar. And Brazil have answered. It all starts from this double tap from Crazy. Again, I believe he's the player that's made it very far in the South American Open qualifiers. But with Craze, who has also made it just as far as Mendonça. Both these players, again, top-level South American players, again, believe they are at the very least top 64, have made top 64. I think at least one of them has made top 24, or top 32. Again, Brazil's got RLCS 2024 caliber talent. All they need to do, though, is try to find that opening for themselves as Mendonça. A little awkward there as it will bounce to the corner here. England does have to play more on the defense, and again, that chaos from Brazil. Not a lot of demos, though, but still you've seen that mechanical ability come to fruition as Dino will have the clear away and open backfield here. England can take it. Eliakol with the demo. He had gotten rid of 2 players from Brazil, but the shot still needs to come. Mendonça will stop. Heliak goal, whiffs on it completely. Braz beaten by Dino, and England will have the ball once again. As Brazil. Oh, what a great play from Braz! Stopped by Heliak goal! Double save! Here comes Craze! It's off the back wall! And England cowering in fear. I mean, we're just seeing that whenever Brazil's put on a 1v1, these guys just it's like second nature to them. They know what they're going to do well before England know what they're going to do. And right now for England, they're really having issues keeping that ball out of their nets. As DC's gonna keep the offense going. Mendonça. Ellie. DC's. They'll look for an outplay here, but time running low. Brazil wants one more chance here in regulation. Mendonça. Braz calls for it. That one's going to goal. Heliak will block. Still it's kept up. Mendonça. But it will hit the ground, and you will have overtime. Brazil proving to be a lot scarier this game when they do have their shooting opportunities. But England have already ended. Heliak goal! Flip reset! Oh, it's a perfect ending. Brazil could not keep out England here in game 2. And what a performance here from Heliak goal. Again, the lowest ranked player on Team England. And he is showing up heavily for them. Two games up here, Team England. Only need 2 more to take that $100 prize pool. What we've already seen here from these teams, it just feels like England have been able to slightly take the advantage here of Brazil. Brazil's just not been able to score all their chances. It really does feel like it's going to be that close. Again, a matchup so far that is on the way of Brazil, but an OT. Definitely not the easiest win here for them, and I mean, we're going to see this be a tough match no matter which way you look at it. But for Team Brazil, this is a better performance here in Game 2. They just need to be able to score their chances when they have 11 shots, only 1 goal to speak of. I mean, either of these teams did amazingly at scoring. England also had 11 shots of their own. So both these teams not having the best time scoring on their chances, but England's been doing it a little bit better. And as these teams ready up for game number 3, England now up 2-0 in the series. Brazil have to answer, and again with RLCS caliber talent in Craze and in Mendonça. All you have to do is get their chances to go in the net to win those 1v1s. Again, they have what it takes. We know it from last game. But scoring has been difficult. Without that striking power, Brazil's going to have a tough time, but they will take the lead early in game 3. I think this is the first time they've had a lead in this series. Just a bad touch from Heliak, who leaves it resting in front of the net. Braz is going to have all the net to look at, and Brazil will put one in. And again, a lead. One that they have not been able to take yet this whole series. Now can they make it a 2-goal lead? Braz! Oh, he's put it in perfectly. 2 goals up for Brazil. 30 seconds has gone by. And Braz with both of them. Team Brazil putting in the chances that they need to. Braz gonna lead his team to a potential comeback. Now a third. Mendonça. And Brazil keeps scoring. 5 seconds off the last goal. And it's Mendonça with another for Brazil. What a start. And what a response here for Brazil. I think we all know they're not very happy from what happened in Game 2. They're really putting all that energy here in the start of Game 3. Really making sure that Team England know just what they're about, but England have answered. Heliak goal again. And man, this could be a real high-scoring battle Another off the kickoff, this time 7 seconds from the last goal. And with all that we're seeing so far, we're going to be seeing a lot more very, very soon. DC's. We're back by Praise. Dino. Off to the back wall. In front is Haliako. Stopped by Mendonça. DC's. In the midfield. He will be on the end of this, but Dino waiting as well. DC's will take the challenge. Heli to the back wall. Second touch available, but he won't be able to reach to it. Dino will, and he's going to have this one to the corner as well. In front, Mendonça. Heliako will have that pinch away. Now a dunk from Heliako. Mendonça. Brazil keeping the ball upfield as DC's. He'll look upfield again. Craze is whiffed on it. Heliako, oh, he didn't even put it close to the net. Did not think he'd be able to beat Craze there. Must have thought the challenge was coming a lot earlier from Craze. He never went, but Heliako thought he did. Instead, it's England who not been able to keep the ball easily. Mendonça with another challenge win. Braz, who does get the bump on that last defender. Heliako will come to support. As England and Brazil really cooling down on that goal-scoring streak we saw at the start of this game. All goals coming in the first 45 seconds. Right now, no goals since, but Braz might turn that around. The fake Heliako read that perfectly. Brazil still trying those mechanical out plays, but England have been ready for that. But still, the goals for England have not come any quicker. Dino. DC's will catch Brazil pushing up, but Brazil already waiting on the back wall for it. Again, you're seeing a much more controlled Brazil as DC's caught out of position. And it is Craze who will make it 4-1. Simply put, just a light tap on the side wall. DC's it pushed up well past that goal line. And England getting squashed right now here in Game 3. How close this series has been, this game has not. And it's Brazil who have finally woken up against Team England. As Dino, Heliako waiting, but he won't get to the challenge. Dino will look to, but another big beat, this time from Craze. And again, Brazil winning a lot more of these races to the ball, winning a lot more of the 50-50s, winning on offensive pressure, and scoring off it too. Braz will complete his hat-trick. And Brazil keep the goals coming. What a difference of a game it feels for Brazil to get so many strikes so early on. England on the other side have not been able to improve at the same rates. Brazil, they did bring the offense early, really put their emotions in this game, and you know, it's such a volatile play style, but at least here in Game 3, it has worked for Brazil. They've got to be able to keep themselves upfield. Mendonça, Braz, not on the end of that play as Dino will wait for it. Musty flick from Dino to just look for some offense. He does get the demo too. 2 demos from Dino. Craze the only one back, but he does so well to slow this play down. And not only does it let his teammates respond, but it forces England to have to sit back. England still looking for their chances. Dino couldn't tuck it under the bar. Heliako now in the midfield. Craze not ready for it, but Mendonça is, and Brazil at this point waiting, but they gotta be careful here because England will still score. DC's did not leave the net. As Heliako with that ground pitch, just a perfectly placed pass, and England will make sure they keep scoring. And it's still Dino putting in the water saves. Again, he's still trying to get in the heads of Brazil. I don't think they're paying attention to him at this point, but Dino trying anything he can to make sure that England gets every possibility to take this series, every little advantage. Maybe he expects Brazil to start to tilt a little bit in this matchup. Obviously, it won't come from this game, but you know, with the loss that Brazil have already suffered in this series, it definitely would not be surprising to think that they might be a little bit upset. Definitely upset with last game's performance, though, at the very least. That overtime loss really did counter everything that Brazil had made, but they have come into Game 3 fighting. What a fight it is. Game 3 is theirs. The series will guarantee at least 5 games. Team Brazil have put one in themselves on a 5-2 scoreline. You know, the games before have been gone to 1-goal differences. This is a little different. Again, credit to Brazil for not getting ahead of themselves. Here in this matchup, there's still a lot more of the series to go for with. Hopefully, able to see how these teams get themselves back, kind of rewind and, you know, improve into this series. It's still a lot more match to go. This is still a long matchup. Again, with how good these teams are, I wouldn't be too surprised if we see Brazil kind of make that comeback, tie this series up. And their first win in the series, it comes in at a huge scoreline too, 5-2. Need to be able to get themselves off to good starts. Brazil seems like a more emotionally charged team. Early goals are going to matter a lot more to this side's performance. So for a match like this, for teams as good as this, that momentum is going to make a huge difference. And how good these players are, all they need to do is make sure they can continue to improve. Again, that teamwork really is going to define a lot of this series. That team chemistry is going to define a lot of this series. A lot of these players don't know each other all that well. A lot of what they're going to look at is, you know, how do you improve at the best rate you can? Right now, these two sides just trying to get things under control as England trying to get the scoring started in their favor. They know just how much Brazil needs to score first if they need to be confident. England trying to do their best to shut them down. Brazil have double committed a couple times on defense, so already not off to a great start here as England just shooting that ball off the back wall, waiting to see when Brazil will fully commit to it. But they have just been patient. They've been waiting, and England will have to respect that here from them. As Brazil now looking to make their own chances upfield. But Dino will cut this one away. Braz last one back. Dino can't put it in as Eliakol now off the back wall. He sees the awkward bounce, and Braz not going to get to it. Eliakol, how on earth has he fit that one in? One more for England. Eliakol has been a true striker this series. But my goodness, how do you score on that opportunity? England up by 1, scoring first once again. Eliakol with a shot that I did not think was possible. And Brazil need to quickly answer. Braz double tap Mendonça. Can't put it on. And Brazil will reset on their own back wall here. Braz. Room to work with, but he's completely lost control. We'll still get the clear though, and England will still have to wait a little bit more. But the pressure bouncing, and the net's wide open! Braz catches England napping. DC is not able to get to the challenge in time. He took a risk to go for it. It won't go in England's favor. Brazil have taken a goal back. As England looking to answer back, Dino. DC's Eliakol stops by that back line as Braz prays. Eliakol will win that challenge. Dino. Still Dino. Dino looking for the net. Mendonça will be ready for it. DC's. Braz. Another big clear for Brazil. Just looking to make any chance possible. It's open for them. Heliaco will get the save. As England, still a little panicked there. It was an awkward play on defense too. They had two defenders waiting, both committed, and had dunked each other to set up Brazil. But because of how good these players are, that even mistakes like those that so often can really end the team's momentum. These players are so good. They can respond, they can counter, they can react and situate themselves where being able to recover is not a big deal for them. You don't want to make too many of those mistakes. You know these teams can counter. As Craze wants a beat, does get stopped by DC Cecile. Hit it to that corner. Mendonça can't win the challenge. Craze and Braz both trying to get a team pinch on it. And Brazil feels like once again when they get scored on early, they really do struggle to really get themselves working as a team, as a unit. They need that confidence, and while they don't have it, things really do fall apart for Brazil in offense. As Braz, Heliaco will send this one to DC's. Mendonça. Let's get demoed along the way at England. Will still look for offense. Dino over Braz. Heliaco to the back wall. Mendonça. DC's. Oh, he's up, but he's whiffed on it. Craze could find the net. Dino will be up for as well, and what a huge clear. That's going to go the other way. England saved by a beautiful redirect from Dino. And Brazil, what was an open chance. I can't believe England were able to respond so quickly. As Heliaco will find the net. Braz will block. Dino will not be able to get a shot off here as Brazil are still playing solid on the defense, not letting that many shots against them from England. But the same can be said from England as well. It's been two teams with such strong defenses and not much to break them down. We may go and we may be heading to our second overtime this series unless something drastic changes. England can't push upfield. Brazil will push right back. Dino. Mendonça, infield pass. Braz over Dino. This one in front for DC's. As he will be there to stop that shot from Craze. And Brazil still searching. Mendonça. DC's. Braz waiting as Craze will go for it himself. And he's got infield to work with. But Dino with a big clear. And this does hit the ground. Once again, we got an OT. At this point, Brazil one goal away from tying the series up. England won for match point, but that's awkward. England at all but pushed up there. So fortunate that shot was off target. Brazil holding the ball. The confidence still there for them. Even as this game has been much less effective than the last one. All they need is one good chance, and maybe this is it. DC's will jump there and get the block. Craze will be sent back by Heliaco, but England left with low boost. Heliaco will get to it as Dino. Team bump with DC's. Brazil again just waiting for the mistake, but it does not come fast enough for them. It's Craze. Heliaco, that might be the issue, but Mendonça can't shoot on it. At this point for Brazil, just can't keep waiting forever. England has not made all that many errors. There hasn't been too many issues from them either. Simply put, Brazil's got to make their own chances. The waiting game is not going to be as successful as they want it to be. England has been not very mistake prone when they sit on that back line. While Brazil are keeping the offensive pressure, they've got to be able to get shots on the end of it, get in front of that net, really do make England make moves. Because simply put, they're not pushing them hard enough. As Mendonça, he sees Craze will look to try to find that midfield still, but Brazil losing their grip on the game. And this now becoming our longest overtime of the series so far. Craze dunked by Dino. Brazil just trying to get that breakthrough, but it will be back by DC's. Mendonça will be waiting there for it. Now Craze, Brazil with strong boost management. Craze actually open room to work with, but won't be able to get that top past DCs. And Brazil, Craze on the end of this one. Heliot goal, 15, but DC's still waiting, and Brazil have not been going for demos. It's allowed England to keep these players back to allow them to play the defense. And without Brazil being able to, break through, get open chances, England is just waiting. They don't have to panic. Once the offense comes, that's when they can really make plays work. Right now, though, Brazil not able to get on through. DC's up in the air, but Mendonça will block. Craze around Heliot goal. As England getting chased in the backfield, a demo chance! And it does force Dino to miss, but DC's wasn't the target either. And that's going to mean Brazil still can't score. Now as we pass 3 minutes of OT, Craze, Heliot goal, and you can tell both these teams are nervous, specifically Brazil are nervous. If England scores here, they're on match points. Brazil, it feels like this game matters so much more to them than it does to England. England still have so much left in this series to get that match point. Brazil, though, they lose here. They've got to win 3 straight. And that is a task that is not very likely, not very easy to do. Especially with the consistency that England has brought us. That's a good beat! Mendonça! 3 minutes, 43 seconds into OT. And it's simply one shot from Mendonça that was not expected. And Brazil even up the series. And wow, what a response. Brazil and England both played the waiting game. It was Brazil who would take it eventually, but that match really did go for a wild ride. Both these teams are fighting. And Brazil marching back. The momentum continues. They're making a real statement here. Brazil and England tied up. England started off so well. We're seeing Brazil now allow the momentum to carry them forward. We go into game number 5. It's going to be England now who have the questions posed in front of them. How do they counter the Brazil attack? Because a lot of what Brazil's doing is just playing patiently. I really does feel like the series is going to end based on who's going to shoot better. All England are looking to do is keep the offense. But Brazil have answered, have kept it themselves, have played so patiently. It doesn't feel like the same Brazil at the start of the series who panicked, who rushed their chances. This is a much more methodical Brazil. One that has no problem waiting the long game. For England, that pace is going to be an issue for them. As thank you for the follow, Matthew Waffler. Welcome to a Spuddy stream. As you're joining time for another Best of 7 Showmatch sponsored by Alt RLE. Brazil and England, an international show match here. Brazil have just taken 2 straight games to enter to Team England. The series now have been all tied up, but England looking to try to turn the momentum back in their favor as it was at the start of this series. Brazil, though, off the back wall. Mendonça controlled, gets the dunk too, but England able to hold their nerve. And they actually get the chance. The net's open! And DC's will put it through. Roz, the last one back, went for the boost, but he missed on the back wall that one chance. Had to slow down to get to it, but it leaves him susceptible to the demo. There by Dino. That's exactly what happens. England up by 1. Demo will open up that net. We haven't seen too many of those from either of these sides, although we have seen demos themselves. They haven't been an effective playstyle that any of these teams have shown. Maybe England trying to turn a new leaf. And the other team that Looks like if there's any team to make a change, it would be them. They're the team that has lost 2 games straight, including that over 3.5-minute OT that we saw in Game 4. That change may be coming in the form of demos. Something different to try to rock Brazil's defense, but Brazil mechanically back the other way. Craze. Eliaco adventurously to the back wall. Mendonça. Well, Craze has whiffed this one completely, but Braz is there and looking to bring the ferocity the other way. Brazil. Craze. Up by Dino. In England again upfield as Mendonça leaving it for Braz. Oh, he's missed it though. And Dino finds the bottom left corner. What a strange error at a strange time. 2 whiffs from Brazil and it leaves it open for Dino to take. Halfway through, Brazil up by 2. This is their response. This is their response attack. Brazil still kind of poking the waters expeditiously, just traveling the offense, but they can't seem to get anything to work as another open chance. DC's Mendonça. He'll leave it for Braz as Brazil will look for more on offense. Craze on the end of his DC's as that net's open. 3 for England. Eliaco. Oh, and he couldn't put it in. DC's had an open chance. It was not an easy shot, but one that he definitely can make. And England will vie for more on offense as Mendonça. Eliaco. Craze to the corner. Craze still on it. Mendonça. England just trying to find any major push, but it's a great fake. It's for Craze. And where is the follow-up? Mendonça was waiting in the midline. And at this point, Brazil have to send players upfield. They don't have much of a choice. Time running low, less than 90 seconds left here in game number 5. And Brazil, can they get the chance they need? Can they get the offense? Can they get goals at least? England have shut them down. Unlike last game where it was 1 goal for England, where Brazil knew they could bounce back. This one's a lot tougher. 2 goals, 60 seconds remain. And Brazil has not made anything work. A slow methodical playstyle doesn't work when you're down. Brazil need to attack. They need to do it quickly, but again, Brazil just playing solid defense, saving every chance that comes to them. It's Craze. Eliaco. Braz is waiting, but he will get beat by Dino. And England looking for more on offense. Mendonça. Craze. No tap upfield, but it will be DC's waiting on the end of it. As, oh, a little team bump. A little bit of teamwork there. Eliaco. They'll be able to send this one back, but Brazil again just trying to get something upfield. The time running low. They need to score here. Mendonça. DC's. Brazil just trying, but not able to make it work. Time will run out here in game 5, and the ball will hit the ground. England will head to match point. Brazil, at this point, they need to answer. They've brought it this close. There's still a lot more they need to do. This series could go the distance. Really is shaping up to be that way. As game 6 up next here for both these sides. What we've already seen from these teams is that this series really does feel like it goes the distance, does feel like it goes to a game 7. I mean, what we've seen from these rosters has been anything but incredible. What a performance so far from these sides. There's still so much more left. England 1 game away, but how close these matches have been. That first goal is going to matter. They've really done well at playing defense. I mean, they made 6 saves that game. Simply put, their defense is allowing them to win against Brazil. Brazil, though, that offense is the question mark. Is what needs to show up here when they need it. When they need it most. Brazil. If there's any game they need to show up, it needs to be this one. Game 6. England can win the show match here. Brazil can send the series to Game 7. 5 more minutes on the clock. England, this is their chance to prove what country is a little bit better at Rocket League tonight. But you know Brazil, they've put themselves so far in this series, they've answered so well. They come this far, they're not ready to let this series die. But England, off to a good start, will be saved on the goal line there as Reyes had to wait under it. Brazil will go back the other way as Mendonça. Dino will clear it back, and for Brazil in Game 6 here, they need to get goals, and they, again, need to show that that offense will strike as Braz not able to break through as Reyes now against the back wall. England with 2 players waiting. They know what Brazil wants to test. They know Brazil wants to test that back wall, that corner, that side wall. As England can consistently make these clears. What Brazil trying to do is see if mistakes will come, but need to see Brazil bring the mechanics, bring something that can outplay England, not just play them. Because it's one thing to play up to England, it's another thing in this matchup to outplay them, to beat them at their own game. Brazil have proven they can do that, but it just feels like by, at least last game, they didn't really have that energy in them to play that way, and simply put, they're not going to win many matches if they just play at the way that England is. They've got to be able to play in the face of England. They've got to be able to really force this team out. I mean, Dino and DCs have been exceptionally solid on defense. Simply playing at their level isn't going to be enough because these guys have just been so consistent. Brazil, for their country, one of the top countries in South America, probably the top country in South America in terms of Rocket League talent. And really the representation of South America as a whole. They're going to need to start better than this. As another goal goes in, this time again from Heliaco, and again the what it saves, falling from Dino. England, a little under 3 minutes left, they're up by 1. Again, Brazil just feels like they've lost that composure, but they need to answer. Maybe this is it. Craze can't tuck under the bar, and Dino with the in-and-out save. No boost to work with. He will not be able to get around Brazil on the defensive side. As Braz. Dino. Wasting no time to go to the back wall as Brazil. Mendonça. It's open! And he's put it back! England had all but pushed up. Heliaco was left with 0 boost. And Dino bumped away. Brazil have answered. And this game still has a lot more to it. With this game having been as close as it has, Brazil, maybe that's the spark that they need. It always feels like this team needs some sort of confidence booster before they can really turn things up. Is that the goal to do it? England, hoping to only let that be a blip on the radar to their eventual success. Brazil will be starting to win these challenges. Heliaco has pushed up high, it's bounced off the post, in for Mendonça. But Brazil waiting again. Braz. Dino. DCs will send this one upfield, and once again Brazil keeping the ball in their pressure, in their possession. Really just waiting under this at this point. Now they have ball control, they can play their play style, they can play the waiting game themselves. It's worked before. And with how good they play, it could work again, but Braz wants it for Craze! Oh, what a block from DCs! Left with 0 boost! And yet somehow comes on the end of that. Braz, though, to the back wall. Craze can't put it on. Brazil, so close, but not close enough. Craze will go again. Mendonça. A minute to go. Brazil just trying to find their shots, find their voice, but they've got to find another save before they can even get close to that. That's how they go with the sidewall pinch. DCs will be the one to follow up as he'll leave it for Heliakol, who's been a solid striker tonight. Listed as the captain for Team England. He's, again, the lowest ranked on this team, if I'm not mistaken, but he has stepped up heavily. For Brazil, they just need to break through again, and that's an open chance! Braz won't let it go to waste! And it's another for Brazil! 2-1, 26 seconds left in Game 6. England left waiting. The comeback made, but can they force their own response? Craze. DC's left in midfield. Heliakol. Great pass. Dino to the back wall. Mendonça doesn't have it, but the shot wasn't there. Brazil still has to wait though. Dino with another way. DC's pass to Craze waiting. Heliakol can't get under him. Time running low. England with one more chance, but it's a big clear from Craze. And we've got Game 7. Brazil have put one back, have put two back, and now we've got Game 7. Champions Field to determine this series. This match goes the distance, that $100 prize pool up for grabs. What a performance! Brazil fighting back, roaring to life in Game 6. We've got Champions Field, Game 7. You win, you take that $100 prize pool. You lose, and your show match is over for. And so is that prize pool. It would roll away, but man, what a performance. Brazil once again proving that they can rebound when they get scored on, when games go against them. Every time England has put one against Brazil, always found a way to get those goals, but now in Game 7, there's no more bouncing back. It's now or never, here or never. Here is Game 7, Champions Field. This is where this match ends. England, Brazil. England has always been able to get things started off in their favor, but Brazil have been the kings of the bounce back, the kings of the redemption stories. This is Game 7, Champions Field. Who's gonna get it? Braz, that wide, Mendonça can't shoot on it. And England will be waiting, but they've all pushed up. It's open! Mendonça! And Brazil off to an early lead. 27 seconds in, Heliakol went for boost. And that mistake will prove to be costly. And Brazil up 1-0. And England get that goal back. We know these guys love to get off to good starts. They've held those good starts. England themselves have not been great at being able to respond. But again, at this point, they have to. No other chance! Oh, but what a beat! It's DC's! And it's England who will get their answer. Over Braz, over Brazil. England put one back. And the pressure mounts even more. You can cut this tension with a knife. But Brazil, is that another? It is! Oh, it's in by Craze! And once again, Brazil proved that they cannot be knocked down. As another overcommit, this time from DC's. And my goodness. Once again, England put under the pressure, put on the back ropes. They need those goals. They need them soon. Dino. DC's. Craze in the midfield. Elliot goal. Will take this himself. Does have Dino up in support. England can't win that challenge though. The midfield's not there. DC's has whiffed completely. And it's 3-0. Mendonça in for Braz. It's 3-1. Another mistake. The pressure got to DC's. And it's 2 straight goals off mistakes from DC's. And Brazil will take every single one of them. And England, what a horrible start. Well, about as bad of a start as it can be, but they've got to work with it. Can they answer? Elliot goal. DC's no boosted challenge. Will at least be able to keep this one away. As England will try again. Elliot goal, who's been a striker all series. Double tap not made. Mendonça sends it back. DC's looking to redeem himself in a match that he has to redeem himself in. England once again with the ball, but Brazil full of confidence at this point. And there's not going to be much to slow them down. Will England get that goal next? It really feels like they have to at this point. Elliot goal won't be able to read this one, but won't make a difference. His touch not all that crucial to England's defense as Brazil still searching here. Braz. Great touch on the back wall. Mendonça! And he's made it 4-1. Brazil score again. And the goals keep flying. Braz, Mendonça. And just a perfect read. Mendonça jumped so early for it. Couldn't have asked for it much better. As Dino to the back wall. And you saw in chat there, Braz heckling England. He's bringing the pressure back. England's been so boisterous this series. Still have been very quiet in response, but you know here in Game 7 with a lead like this, it's going to be Brazil doing all the talking. As Elliot goal. Searching for net, but he's waiting under it. Dino now. England. After scoring with a pass in front, DC's. Stopped by 2 defenders from Brazil. England still just cannot seem to win the challenge as time is running out for this team. Unless they score soon, they're going to be facing a detrimental Game 7 loss. Brazil did come in with the confidence after Game 6, but with how close this match has been, I really did think England had a much better chance of taking this game than they have shown so far. But Dino does get that one in front. DC's can't score. And Brazil again keeping the ball away with Craze. Braz, you really do think if Brazil scores one more, this matchup is over. England, it's open. Dino not able to beat Craze as he returns with the boost and the 50 challenge win. Now he's found Braz. That one's going to net. Dino cuts across. Another one. Braz at tucked back post. DC's waiting. And England holding on. Elliot goal. Stop by Mendonça. Time running out. Brazil holding 3 goals up inside the final minutes. England with a midfield that has been impenetrable against them. And they answer DC's. May feel a bit responsible for how this game has gone, but for England as a unit, this matchup has been one where they just have not allowed themselves the ability to break Brazil's backbone. Brazil holding on further. Dino does find DC's, and Yasakre throw the GG's in chatty. Believes Brazil's already got this one, but he may be speaking a bit early here. 19 seconds remain. And while it's not over yet, England's got a lot they have to do. But Brazil have won the kickoff. They don't do much with it here. Dino already with a flip reset. does use it. DC's, oh, but Elliot goes pushed up. And England's gonna run out of time. Brazil will take it. Goes to game 7. They were down 3-2, but they've made the response. Brazil has always been the team to come back. And the series will be theirs. Game 7 victory. Brazil takes down England. And it is Brazil here in this international matchup. We'll see this game as theirs to take. Nothing more than just an incredible performance. Brazil wins the showmatch. The $100 prize pool is all theirs. A beautiful performance. Not much else you can say except just incredible from Brazil. It goes to game 7. It goes the distance, but congratulations to Brazil. What a series. Again, when it does come down to the wire, Brazil were able to show up when it mattered. As nothing more than just a perfect performance. As again, thank you for the follow as well, bros. Congratulations on your win. Brazil takes the series themselves. All of the prize pool is theirs. And Brazil, they do want an interview, so we're gonna get a little interview, I think, with Brazil afterwards to talk with these players. Let's get in here with the Brazil side. Here is Craze and Mendonça welcome in. A big series goes to game 7, but you are the winners here for that $100 prize pool and that show match. Craze, you gotta tell me kind of how you're feeling, because that match must have been a heart-pounding one.
Yeah, man, that was an incredible match. The end of the series, I was so mentally exhausted playing this series.
Step in
To be
as well.
honest,
Go ahead, Mendonça.
yeah, sup guys? Yeah, sup guys? So the series was so funny to me, but as Chris said before, yeah, it was mentally falou mesmo.
Mentally exhausted.
Yeah, mentally exhausted, but yeah, we did it.
Yeah, you guys again had played your way perfectly here as well, and another thing and you guys know again coming into this one, England's known as probably the country that a little bit more favoritism in this server that there's a ton of English players here. There's England in what is considered the major region of Europe, but Brazil, a country that has always been able to compete with the top regions. Coming into that, you're trying to turn that tide for Brazil to really, not only put Brazil on the map, but to really make sure Brazil is recognized. You think this show match here, Mendonça, has done a huge boost to the confidence of Brazil as a country and in the Rocket League scene.
Yo, I think that this show match could prove to everyone, not everyone in the outer real, that maybe Brazil can compete against other regions, other countries, but in general, I don't think it can. It's a huge win, but yeah, I think it's great, but not huge.
He's playing down his own victory. I love this here from Mendonça coming into this. But yeah, again, you mentioned it as well. Again, still impressive nonetheless. You take down England, and it felt like the series was going to be a monumental task as well. Those first 2 games going to England, Heliacal stepping up huge. But Craze, I know you yourself had a huge step up performance in response. After those first 2 games, what did this team in Brazil talk about? Before you went to game 3, because it felt like that was where the turning point started.
Well, we started talking about how we could play against their team because Helical was performing very well, and we had the strategies that it worked, and Yeah, I think me myself changing my car made us the victory.
Yes, it is. It's the card change. I love that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know you had a couple card changes as well, but you know what? You gotta thank the car as well for helping you out here as well. But it wasn't over then. You went to game six. It was one where you really did face that pressure. You really were sent to the back. You had to fight for your lives. Mendonça. It felt like game seven came from game six. How you feel? How did your team feel going into that game six, knowing that you had to win from there on out?
In the game 6, we were a little bit upset when we take the first goal. But even though we were taken down by one, I think we could find the match and take one goal lead at 2 minutes remaining. But we were relaxing. But we know that the game 7 would not be easy, but it was, in my opinion. But but in general, we were really relaxed, but not really tilted or upset.
As you keep saying in Brazil, keeping that mental strong, it really did feel like a match that came out to mentality, came down to that teamwork as a whole. Really, again, just incredible performance overall. Again, congratulations on your win, Brazil here, 4-3 over Team England. Of course, again, that $100 prize pool is yours. You guys get to have fun with that as well. But again, congratulations on
Thanks, bro.
uh,
thanks, man.
Thanks.
on your
Thanks.
win. But of course, before you guys leave, before you guys, go and celebrate as well. Again, we're gonna get some shout outs out here. And since obviously you guys are from Brazil and Brazil speaks Portuguese, if you guys want to speak in your native language, by all means do so. We're gonna let both of you have your chance. So let's start with Mendonça. Is there any shout you have? Anything you want to say to anybody out there?
Can I speak in Portuguese?
Yes, of course. Yes, as I said, you guys
É,
should speak in your native song here because you got to speak to your fans.
eu só queria dizer que o Crazy é muito marrento e eu não sei como é que a gente ganhou isso,
Boa.
sinceramente mesmo, mas graças a Deus a gente ganhou, tamo junto.
Of course, again, shout outs to all of them. And Craze, is there anything you want to say as well?
Yeah. Gino, continua mandando chat aí, velho. Bora, continua, velho. Isso, manda chat, velho. O karma vem. O karma sempre vem. O karma sempre vem.
O cara vai
Entendeu?
entender, o cara tá entendendo muito, pô, relaxa. O cara tá
Eu
entendendo
sei,
muito.
velho. É português não.
Ah, tá, beleza.
And congratulations to Team Brazil. A Game 7 victory over Team England. What a match. I have not had a show match be that exciting in a long time. But shoutouts as well to our Alt RLE for sponsoring this. And again, congratulations, Craze and Mendonça here on winning. And again, congratulations to Braz as well. I know he's not in this interview, but congratulations
Yeah.
to both of you on that win. A huge Game 7 victory. And hopefully we'll see more of you guys in future show matches. But for now, have an amazing rest of your day. And hopefully, again, we'll see you soon. Congratulations on your victory once again.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, man.
Appreciate it.
And that was Craze Mendonça there to join in for that interview. A Game 7 victory for Team Brazil over Team England. What a performance. What a match here. And seriously, thank you all as well for showing up. This stream had a good turnout for viewership. I think at least 20 people showed up for this whole match. So, again, thank you all so much for, being so supportive. But for now, we are going to get a raid here. Thank you all so much for joining the Spuddiest stream. And again, congratulations to Team Brazil. Again, thank you, Alts RLE, for sponsoring. Everybody go support Alts RLE. And again, shout out also to Team England for being willing to participate. But we'll get the shout out, we'll get the raid going in. Thank you all so much for joining in and for joining the Spuddiest stream. Have an amazing night. We'll be live again tomorrow with more action in Rocket League Esports. But for now, take care. Have a great night. See you again very soon.